The stimulus bill is out of control. This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to get notifications anytime I go live or make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to this channel. Hit that join button so you can join the Tatum Squad. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Back on their head once again to make these videos to inform the nation of the stupidity that's going on in our country. First and foremost, this stimulus bill. I cannot believe that in the United States of America, we have politicians that thought it was a reasonable idea to aid everybody in the world while we're trying to address the pandemic in the United States of America. I don't care if you're a Republican. I don't care if you're Democrat. I don't care if you're still curious, bi-Democrat, trans-curious Republican. I don't care what you identify as. You have to be an idiot to think that the people of the United States of America is going to give you a thumbs up when you are proposing to give $600 to the American people after shutting down businesses, after putting people on food stamps that they can't even survive on, after people are committing you know what because they're just in turmoil. I don't understand what you thought was going to happen when you want to offer people $600. $600. That's a car note, car insurance, and a light bill for probably most Americans in this country. And you think that makes any sense? And then they sending billions of dollars to the Kennedy Center and all these other places. Not billions, but probably in the millions, billions when you look at the totality of what they're spending. And these places are closed down. You can't go to the Kennedy Center. They don't need the money. They got money going to former presidents. Barack Obama is living in Martha's Vineyard. Bush and them worth billions of dollars. These people don't need no money. You can use that and give that money to people in America who need it. So I'm going to play the clip from President Donald Trump on what he said about what's going on. Because if you listen to CNN, which I just turned it on because I was trying to find this video, but I just went on to Trump's Twitter because it's the only way you're going to get unfiltered information. And they on there talking about people he pardoned. They're not even talking about the fact that we're giving aid to all these other countries in the spirit of helping our country out. I'm going to play what the president said so you guys can hear it, and we're going to talk about it.
Throughout the summer, Democrats cruelly blocked COVID relief legislation in an effort to advance their extreme left-wing agenda and influence the election.
100%. 100%. And Democrats are going on television right now and saying, oh, the president want to do 2,000. We'll do 2,000. No, the president is not in Congress. The president don't negotiate bills. You create the bills. You send it to his desk to sign into law. The president has no functionality within Congress. He doesn't make laws. He doesn't make the bills. Why people are so dumb and they're sitting here trying to act like President Trump should be a part of the negotiation. He's the president. He don't negotiate. He sign it into law or he veto. Or he asks you brain dead politicians to go back and put some stuff in there that makes sense. Anyway.
Then a few months ago, Congress started negotiations on a new package to get urgently needed help to the American people. It's taken forever. However, the bill they are now planning to send back to my desk is much different than anticipated. It really is a disgrace.
A disgrace it is.
For example, among the more than 5,000 pages in this bill, which nobody in Congress has read because of its length and complexity.
Here's the thing I want to add. How in the world do you have a bill that's 5,000 pages? If people can't read it, how do people have time to write it? I don't understand. You can write 5,000 pages within, I guess, X amount of time, but you haven't given anybody access to read it? These politicians are so corrupt, it makes my brain hurt.
It's called the COVID relief bill, but it has almost nothing to do with COVID. This bill contains $85.5 million for assistance to Cambodia, $134 million to Burma, $1.3 billion for Egypt and the Egyptian military, which will go out and buy almost exclusively Russian military equipment. $25 million for democracy and gender programs in Pakistan.
Why are we giving a flying flip about gender programs in Pakistan? Y'all have no idea. I have to pray about these things. I want to lose my mind over the incompetence of our government. And they want more of your tax dollars to go and give it away to other people. They're just throwing your money away. And Congress is not going to talk about this. Whoever signed this, Republican, Democrat, whoever was stupid enough to sign this, they knew that this stuff was in the bill. And if they didn't know it was in the bill, they shouldn't have signed the doggone thing.
$505 million to Belize, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Panama.
Why? When it's supposed to be a stimulus package for the coronavirus relief. What does these people got to do with that?
$40 million for the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C., which is not even open for business. $1 billion for the Smithsonian, and an additional $154 million for the National Gallery of Art. Likewise, these facilities are essentially not open. $7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico, a provision to promote the breeding of fish in federal hatcheries, $3 million in poultry production technology, $2 million to research the impact of down trees,
It take that much money to research the impact of this is a fraud. These things are fraudulent. How do we know, how do we know that it takes $2 million to research the impact of falling trees? How do we know $2 million? These people just throwing money, pay to play. Scientists are sitting on their hands watching Cartman and them, and they're getting paid millions of dollars, and we're not even following up on that. I swear, God is my witness. I'm so sick of this country.
$66 million for construction projects at the FBI. The bill also allows stimulus checks for the family members of illegal aliens, allowing them to get up to $1,800 each.
What is this? The families of illegal aliens get more money than American citizens. And Congress passed this. Republicans voted for it too. Democrats voted for it too. Who's making money in this? Who's making money from what in this? That both sides have decided to send this to the president's desk. If he signs it, this is what we're going to do. In a pandemic, we're going trillions of dollars in debt, and we're paying for stupid stuff like this. Our government is incompetent. Our government is incompetent. I'm going to leave it at that so I don't get banned on this thing. Somebody's going to have to pay the consequences for the decision-making by our government. The people run the country, not these fools that are in office. If you can't do your job, you got to go. I'm just saying.
This is far more than the Americans are given. Despite all of this wasteful spending and much more, the $900 billion package provides hardworking taxpayers with only $600 each in relief payments. And not enough money is given to small businesses, and in particular restaurants, whose owners have suffered so grievously. They were only given a deduction for others to use in business their restaurant for 2 years. This 2-year period must be withdrawn, which will allow the owners to obtain financing and get their restaurants back in condition. Congress can terminate it at a much later date, but 2 years is not acceptable. It's not enough. Congress found plenty of money for foreign countries, lobbyists, and special interests, while sending the bare minimum to the American people who need it. It wasn't their fault. It was China's fault, not their fault. I am asking Congress to amend this bill and increase the ridiculously low $600 to $2,000 or $4,000 for a couple. I am also asking Congress to immediately get rid of the wasteful and unnecessary items from this legislation.
Thank you.
And to send me a suitable bill or else the next administration will have to deliver a COVID relief package, and maybe that administration will be me, and we will get it done. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Trump. Somebody give him a round of applause, because President Trump is standing up for the American people and saying what's right. This is just out of control to me. It's out of control. I don't understand how we're at this point in our country where we can't even competently put together a stimulus package for something that means something to the American people. And you know what's the biggest way to accomplish all of this? We don't even have to go through a stimulus package. We don't have to go. Just open up the freaking government. There is no reason for businesses to be shut down at this point. None. First of all, I said this from the beginning, we should have never done this in the first place. But even now, there's no reason for businesses to be shut down. If you can go to Costco, you can fly on an airplane, you can do those things, and you claim that social distancing work and wearing masks work, then companies and businesses can open up their companies and have people social distance and wear a mask and have hand sanitizer. If the works, then how about we do that instead of having them shut down and not having access to any financial security? So then the government is relying on giving you $600. Come on, cuz. I'm so sick of America right now. I'm sick of America. America is supposed to be the land of the beautiful, the land of the free, the land where all people can come together and live the American dream if they put in the doggone effort. Because ain't nobody going to hand you nothing according to what these fools are telling you. That's a lie. Nobody can hand you nothing. You better get off your butt and you better work for it. That's it. But we're supposed to be the land of the free, the best country on earth, and we look like crap right now. We got an election that's, I don't even want to go down that path. Then we got Congress not doing their job. Then we got Republicans and Democrats, they're arguing for months. They don't know. We don't give up about y'all's differences. Make it happen. The people, companies have been shut down. I don't care about your political differences. Make it happen. And if y'all can't make it happen, y'all all need to go. You shouldn't be arguing about how much money to give the American people. You got to be, like, I'm trying not to lose my mind. I'm sick of America when it comes to this stuff. I'm sick of it. The reason why I'm so upset with America right now is that we have the most potential and we're crapping it down our legs. We're crapping it down our legs. If we was Venezuela or we were another country that have no potential, then I wouldn't be mad that they suck. But America shouldn't be going through what we're going through right now when we have the greatest growth potential on planet Earth. I'm sick of what's going on in the election. I'm sick of what's going on with taxes. It is absolutely out of control. We've been lied to. The media is just deceiving people. Social media is deceiving people. Social media is lying on the president. They're lying and trying to censor conservatives. I'm sick of this. It should have never happened. We need some strong people to stand up in our country and do something about it. And God is my witness. If they don't resolve this stuff soon and they don't get their act together, then people like myself and others are going to go peacefully protest until they get it right. Or we're going to take over until they get it right. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm about to lose my mind. I love you guys. See you on the next one. Y'all know the drill. I'm out.